end product what we want. Mike is going to do this. He's going to step Eric one step, and he's doing a sliding foot sweep, Okuri Ashi Barai. He's going to step. That's what we're looking for right there. That's our end product right there. Okay. Now let's think about movement. Okay. So Mike, they're gripping up. Kumikata, standard grip, normal grip, lapel sleeve. Okay. Now the basic way. Now you may have a lot of different variations to do it. This is the basic way that I teach Okuri Ashi Barai. Notice the position of the bodies. Stand square with them. Now, see our square? Okay, Mike does not want to start square. He's the attacker. Okay? He wants to start about a half step behind. So see the half step behind there? Okay? Notice there's about an arm's, about a half arm's length, hand's length between the bodies. You notice the posture is upright. Bend over and do that. They're not YouTube like. His hips are way out of, he can't do anything there. Okay, all you can do is kick it. All right? So you want to be close enough where you can use your foot to sweep it. Okay? All right, so that's the beginning posture. All right, now what Mike's going to do is do a couple steps down. Eric's going to do a couple steps back. So step, step, and go. Don't sweep, yeah. You don't need to say yes, come on. I'm sorry, I should have told you. There you go. That's all we're going to do. See that movement? Say, boy, is that boring. Yes, it's boring, but it's fundamentally important to do. All right? Now, believe me, nobody's going to take two steps with you. You might get a sucker. Good for you. We're going to work. We'll start a two-step movement, then a one-step movement. All I want you to do now is this drill they did here: step down, step, step, and step back. Now, see they're gliding. This is the Sugiashi in action. This is the gliding step. Why do I have to learn that? I'm a fighter. If you don't learn the basics, you're not going to be much of a fighter. Okay? And this is basic stuff. We'll do this. Then we're going to put it together with a foot sweep. We're going to talk about the sweep later. Then we're going to do it in a one step and throw. Okay? Because I guarantee you this, if you come out and you grab a guy, you step and you wing him, boom, he's down. Well, it's a street fight, a judo match, sambo match, whatever it is. You got him down, you clocked him with a clean throw. How in the heck did you do that? Was that magic? Yeah, I guess so. Okay? All right. So let's go down, get your partner, 2 steps down, 2 steps back. Do that about 7, 8 times, whatever, and then we'll come back in. Okay? Let's work on it. All right. Mike, again, we'll stay with the 2-step movement. All right. Now, what we don't want to do is a lot of bobbing, and we want to stay good posture up. An old friend of mine, Harry Parker, once told me great advice many, many years ago. Lead with your hips. Okay, lead with your hips. Okay? If I'm bent over, I can't do this. I'm out of posture. My posture's already broken. I can't do it well. So hips in there, but don't make them exaggerated. And also, don't try to use your hands at this point. We don't need the hands yet. The movement will throw him. My hands are literally, basically holding on to him to control him, so when my movement throws him, I will take him to the ground. Don't try to pick him up or crunch him or anything. Keep your hands, they just hook to each other, okay? Now, let's speed it up. We're a little faster. I want it remember, the faster you go, the easier you throw. It's really corny, poetry, but it works. So they're going to step up the tempo. They're not going to try to throw each other yet. Step up the tempo. Fast down, fast back. Fast down, fast back. See that movement? Because what we're doing now, the movement will create the throw and create the posture break, create the balance of breaking the balance. We're good, okay? Let's go down and back several times. Speed it up at this point, okay? Let's go. We're going to do it a 2-step. We want to get to a 1-step and hit, but right now we're doing a 2-step and hit, okay? Now let's look at what Mike does. Mike's the thrower. Okay, he's a half step behind Eric. Hands are about a hand length from the body, the hips, okay? Good straight posture, all right? Good kumikata, normal grip, lapel sleeve. Now, that's the standard. As you get better, you'll have all kinds of different grips. But right now, let's start with the basics. Here we go. Now, what Mike's going to do, when he steps, he's going to swing his foot, and just pretend you've done a step, and put his foot right there. And Eric is going to be a good partner because what Mike wants to do, come on back, do it again, that was perfect. He's going to swing, and see, he's going to put his bottom of his foot, let me make sure so I can walk through it. Yeah, you're doing great, it's just me. Bring your feet together. See, I want my foot here, like that. I want to wrap my foot around his ankle, okay? All right? I don't want to club it. Don't kick him. You want to wrap and sweep. See that? It's a controlling movement. This is a skill you should practice a lot. I still in my weight room, I still practice my foot sweeps as a warm-up. And because the reason I know it's a good skill, you know? So, boom. So you want to wrap that around there, like your hand wrapping around his ankle. That's very important. Now, what he did was very fundamentally important. Instead of swing it through like you shouldn't do. Don't do that. It's easier on you, but it doesn't help me learn the skill very well. I want to drive his ankles together like I'm nailing them together, okay? So when I do this, I bring them together, boom, like that. Because I want to knock his ankles together because I will upend him. And don't worry about using your hands yet. You don't need to pick him up and lift him or drive him down. The hands hold your body to his body, okay? So when I step and I sweep, I'm still just holding on. The movement and the foot sweep and his feet knocking together cause him to fall. So don't try to pick him up or push him down. Just control him with your hands. And when you do throw him, hold both hands so he lands, so you can do a good break fall. And we're going to show now also, when you do the foot sweep, you don't want to bend your leg. You want to sweep. It has to be a straight sweep. And to help you achieve that is when you actually sweep. So I'll do my step, and I see how that foot went out? That opens my hips. If I stood this way, I might have to, I can't move now I can swing my hips through. That opens my hips to allow my hips to swing through. So that's a skill we want to do that too. We're going to be doing that here. So now, and you'll watch Mike, he does this, he's done thousands of these. He opened his foot as he steps. See that? Nice sliding, Okuri Ashi Barai. Sliding foot sweep. Now, did he pick him up and lift him like King Kong? Didn't need to. He broke his balance through movement, and he broke his posture through movement, and that's how he controlled and got the throw. One more time, let's take a look. Grip, grip, step, step, and go. Step. The only thing I'd say final, which was done very well there, is that he controlled the tempo or the pace of the movement. How fast do you move them? I didn't do club. Remember, the faster you go, the easier you throw. Okay? Don't do it so fast you don't have skill, but work on it. Eventually, you'll be able, we will be able to work one step and hit in a moment. And you'll see you can do that. So get this down, 2 steps and go. You get this, 1 step will be right there.
Okay, so we've done it 2 steps.
We did step, step, sweep. Okay, now if you find somebody that's willing to go 2 steps with you, and that's a rarity. Nobody's going to take more than 1 step. But you would be amazed. Well, he'll never even take 1 step with me. You'd be amazed. Once you lock on and you step, well, they want to be in front of you because they want to fight you, right? They're going to step with you. It's a natural inclination of, all of us. So as you be grabbing here, and now 1 step really does work quite often. So so we're going to have a step and sweep. Now, watch Mike when he does the step and sweep. Okay, when he steps, as he steps, this opens up. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just open it up. Because why? Because he wants to get maximum swing with that hip through. And again, he's not kicking, he's stepping and he's sweeping through. So he wants to sweep that hip all the way through like it's a golf club. Okay? And that's what he wants to do. Step and sweep. That's what we're looking for. Grab and throw. And that's it. Then it would be Eric's turn back and forth. But let's look at Mike do it again. But let's look. Half step behind, right? Hips pretty close. Posture good. They're not all tense or fighting. It's a good grip. Mike is just holding on to Eric. He's not trying to lift him. Okay? He's just, the hand action is real simple. It's a natural. A lot of people exaggerate the hand action, in my opinion. If that works for them, fine. I know for my guys and for me, I've always held on and let the movement do the work. I'm kind of lazy maybe, okay? But I think it works pretty good too. So if I try to lift, I may be kind of counterproductive to what I want to do because it stops the movement. Now I've lost all kinetic energy sideways, and I picked it up. And I've kind of screwed up myself. So that's why you just hold on and let the movement do the work. So he's going to step and throw. Go ahead, big guy. Man, that's what it looks like. Okuri Ashi Barai. I think this is a fundamental foot sweep. Everybody should know, no matter what fighting sport you do. Okay? I've had police officers tell me they've used this throw, and with assailants or subjects they had to arrest. And like in combat type boots and heavy clothing, you can do it in any position. Okay, so one more time, then I'll have you do it. Step and go. That's it. Again, fast, quick pace. You notice that? All right. Mike could do 1, Eric could do 1. Let's do 10 each. All right? Hold on. Don't let go. Hold on all the way down. All right.